It's the podcast.
We don't care. We're about to swear on the air. It's the after the show, so tune in if you dare. KVJ gets risque every single day. It's uncensored. We can say what we want to say.
Hello and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast here for Thursday. Getting to the weekend. I know, Virginia, you got big plans. It's your birthday today, and this is going to be a big old celebration.
We are going down to Key West to get silly turned.
Oh, that's awesome.
And we got a cake in here. Randy, our boss, got you a cake. It's the Publix kind you like.
I know, it's a cold cake. I love a cold cake.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
Very nice.
Giving Juice dropped off a huge Italian basket from Carmine's.
Wow.
I mean,
Bird is very excited.
that is fancy.
I love a basket full of just miscellaneous shit. I love
Smoked
it.
Gouda. We were just talking about smoked Gouda yesterday.
I remember baskets were big back in the day. You'd get them for Christmas or something, and there'd be snacks and maybe a little toy in there, but more snacks. Oh, a cheese log with nuts?
A basket and all the possibilities it holds really is fun.
A basket represents hope.
It does. Okay. Is that what it is? That's what you see in the world?
It does, man.
You see nothing but hope when you see a cheese basket?
Look how big that basket is.
It's bigger than you,
large.
Kevin.
That
That
doesn't
thing would
represent.
cost a lot of money.
You can't see everything that's in there, but you know there's some dreams in there.
Layers of Italian deliciousness and giving juice.
It's hope.
It's
Yeah.
hope.
That's what it is. Hope to the world.
Heavy as fuck.
I know.
Oh my god.
That basket is no joke.
It's got some good stuff in it, huh?
Yeah. I'm going to open it up and divvy it up after we finish the podcast so you guys can help me with it. I know somebody's got their eye on that smoked Gouda.
It is good, though.
It's so good.
I'm a Gouda-aholic these days.
I know you are, and that's why I'm a share, and Giving Juice would want me to share it with you.
I just love a smoked cheese.
Yes.
It is good. Can't deny.
You love smoke and you love cheese.
Yeah.
Smoked Gouda.
Yasix had sent an email. She said, is this like a Taylor Swift kind of phenomenon? Am I the only one who has amnesia from the live show on Saturday? If it wasn't for the photos and the video we took, I don't think I'd remember a thing.
Girl, we in the same damn boat.
I had this whole conversation with Kevin while Virginia was twerking for Tough Love in the chat room on stage, but I can't remember what we spoke about. I spoke to Virginia. I remember that. Pretty sure she doesn't, though.
Nope.
I spoke with Denny's about Baby Lachlan for 5 minutes, and I remember that, but for whatever reason, I can't remember my convo with Kevin or the bits y'all did except for whose sauce is it or what did I lick.
That happens to me whenever I could be just 2 drinks in and I can have a full conversation with somebody and I can't remember the details. That's why I have to write stuff in my calendar or on my phone if I make plans when I'm drinking, because I just in one ear, out the other, I'm just smiling, laughing, and dumb.
I'm bad with names, just regular, but if I get a drink in me or two, it sucks. I'm just bad at that. So, yeah, if I forget a name, I don't mean to.
And we all met so many people. And at KVJ Nation, y'all were all meeting each other and meeting so many people and having sidebar parties that, you know, I mean, you can't possibly remember every conversation you had with everybody on Saturday.
So, basically, don't sweat it.
Don't sweat it.
I don't think anyone remembers shit.
You're in good company. We don't remember shit either.
It is kind of odd how that stuff does happen, though. I don't know what it is. Yeah, there's just some moments that it's weird. Some things imprint in my brain that were nothing consequential at all. They were boring things, like sitting at a DMV one time. It's imprinted in my brain. But yet, some great moments that you would think you would have vivid memories of, nothing.
There's some science behind that.
There is,
because there's
sure.
adrenaline going on, and you're also if you're having a good time, there's some euphoria going on there too, and sometimes almost like a drug-like effect. You may not have memory.
Euphoria equals mind eraser.
I think it can.
Damn.
So what exactly are the plans for the weekend, Virginia? I know you're going to the Keys.
We
Where are
are.
you going? Do you have where you're staying, where you're eating, anything like that lined up yet?
Yes. So we leave on Friday, right as soon as I can get out of here and go home, pack the car, and leave. Me in my car, it's me, my sister, my brother-in-law, Magnolia, and Rocco. And we're just going to go and start the journey down there. Now, there's going to be a bunch of people already ahead of us, like a bunch of my girlfriends, guy friends. They're all going down Friday morning. And we're going to stop along the way, hopefully meet up with a few of them, have drinks on the way down there. Magnolia can drive, so that's awesome.
Oh, yeah, right.
And then we get there. I'm staying at the same place that Bigfoot got married. It was a great bed and breakfast. It's called the Ambrosia House. And my friends bought up all the rooms at the Ambrosia House. They're sold out now. So
You know when you walk in, they play, "That's how much I feel for you, baby.
That's how much I need.
Gosh, that'd be
I
amazing.
need
They
your
should.
touch.
Need to play that song on loop when you walk in.
It's a great song.
Great songs. Very lengthy.
We got this room and it's got a huge party porch and it empties out right into the pool. So I told everybody 7:30 tonight, let's all meet at the pool, have a pool party. I'm bringing my big ass speaker until they make me turn it down. I'll be cranking, partying. We'll have, drinks, we'll have food. And that'll be tonight. That'll be Friday night. The pool
Okay.
party's Friday night.
Okay.
Then Saturday, we're all going to meet for lunch at noon at a place called First Flight. And it's a big enough place that has air conditioning on the inside where we can have lunch because there's like 20 plus people. So not every place is willing to accommodate a group of 20. This place was. Luckily, we knew somebody that knew somebody. And so we're going to go there First Flight for lunch on Saturday. Then we're going to bar crawl. The only place I want to make sure I go is my favorite. I love the Hog's Breath.
Oh, yeah.
Because they have that big tree growing out of it.
That's probably my favorite. I go to that back little bar
Yes.
right there that is outside right by that tree, and that's where I just sit, just talk to anybody who's there at the bar.
I love
that.
it. I love the
Yeah.
vibe of that place.
Yeah.
I would at some point like to go to the clothing optional place. I don't think I'm going to get naked, but it's just fun to go up there and just say you went.
Yeah,
you
we
know,
went to a
it's
naked
fun.
lunch one time.
That's fun. So we'll do that on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we're going to do brunch at a place called Blue Heaven, I think it's called.
Yeah, Blue Heaven is great. It's a house. You sit outside at a table, and they've got just chickens walking around. As
I
you're out
love
there.
it.
It's a very good food. Yeah, it's a great restaurant.
It'll be fun. It'll be, nothing crazy planned. I'm sure we'll have a lot of fun adventures along the way. But with a group of 20, I don't want to make a plan because as soon as
Yeah.
you make a plan,
Right.
somebody rogue is going to mess up
Yep.
your plan. And then if I'm like, the plan.
Right.
No.
Panda's
No.
going, correct?
Panda's going. He's going to be,
That's why I
California sober.
Well, see, that's why I map out cities and prep for trips like I do, because that's the one thing I know. When you're drinking and out with people, chaos is thrown in. But if you get thrown an audible, you can easily say, wait, let's pick it up. We're right here. You're not off the beaten path. Other people be like, screw it, I don't even know. And then you wind up going to shitty places and you've wasted your time.
No. I got my Franny. She
Yeah.
is an expert on Key West, and she actually helped me line up the restaurant First Flight where we're going to have lunch
Yeah,
on Saturday.
that's great.
She knows people.
Love it.
She knows the spots, and so she's kind of like my right-hand man.
Yeah, people are asking, why isn't Kevin and Bert going? I already had plans way before you had this whole thing.
And it's a big commitment, the whole entire weekend. Kevin's daughter is out of town. I knew if Caitlin was here, I would get the queen, and I would.
Yeah, I think we would go, but we've got her dogs. We're dog sitting,
It's too much.
and then
Look,
it's just a lot.
don't worry.
If I would have known earlier, I really would have. But the weekends are kind of precious right now.
This thing kind of came together last minute, and it's not really structured. And, Denny's got a new baby. Like, there's a lot going on here, and I totally get it. It's not convenient to go to the Keys, especially during mini lobster season. It's really expensive to go right now.
It is, yeah, and that's part of it too. We'd love to get down there. It's just anything, we'll kind of take a quick glance at something, and then we start adding up costs.
Yeah, it's very
And
expensive.
It's just, and we're in a place right now with my kid with Cannon. He's doing so much sports stuff. It's getting our schedule sucks, and then it's expensive what he's doing. So
Someone sent me a message. You guys aren't really good friends. You're not going to Virginia's party. And I said,
well, we're
you know
not
what?
20 and loaded.
I said, well, you're right. I hate her guts.
Yeah.
Fuck her and her birthday. And then I sent it back. So
No,
Yeah.
I totally would not expect y'all to go. It's a big thing, and you got just too much going on.
Yeah, I'm jealous though. That
I am jealous. I wish I was doing it.
If I could pick what I could do and it wasn't going to impact my pocket, that is exactly where I'd be this weekend.
I don't give a
That'd
fuck.
be a ton of fun.
It could impact my pocket. I don't. Every now and then you got to take one in the dick when you go on vacation. I would do it. There's too much going on.
Well, you'll be there in spirit, and just look at my Insta story. That thing will be turned.
I'll FaceTime you
Yeah.
around 7 on Saturday. What's up, motherfucker? Happy birthday weekend.
Yeah, good stuff. Bird, you got anything exciting going on this weekend?
It's just more of the weekends are kind of dedicated to the horror movie.
Okay,
He's filming
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Cheeseburg.
okay, that's what you're locked into.
Yep, you're coming up in August. Your shoot.
Okay,
I have to have a private conversation with you though, because it does involve a prop of sorts.
strap on.
How did you know? No,
He's gonna peg you.
you're cool with pegging, right? It's you in
Wow, these movies definitely kick you up a
It's
notch.
you in
Yeah.
Suits. It's the finale. No,
Suits is on top.
Death by pegging.
that's a good name.
Get pegged to death. Oh, it's terrible. What a terrible way to go, huh?
Awful.
Yeah, awful. Yeah, we're hoping to do maybe Los Olas. The Dolphins got a practice on Sunday.
Oh, that's right. You're gonna
Yeah.
go see Christian Wilkins.
Yeah.
Tell him we said hi.
Uh-huh.
I miss him.
Yeah, so I'm trying to prep the Queen to hit Los Olas in Lauderdale on Saturday night, stay at Caitlin's, and then go to the practice on Sunday,
Yeah.
which means we'll probably just stay at home.
Stay at Caitlin's house because she's out of town. You got
Yeah.
a free hotel, basically.
Yeah, and then Caitlin's back on Monday.
I might be possibly house sitting for the Sinickies this weekend.
I heard that little exchange going down. That could be
He said he
interesting.
has more shots to take of the horror movie in my house. And I'm like, yeah, you can totally go to my house.
And it would be so relaxing. I know this is going to sound bad, but it would be awesome to have you out of your fucking house to shoot because it would be less
me to
Just-
yell at you when you break stuff.
it would be better.
Just better, huh?
Just if you break something, just break something like you broke last time. A picture frame that I don't care
It
about.
wasn't even, they're picture frames.
Yeah,
fine.
those are easy to replace.
It's more about screaming at 11:30 at night. And I can just hear her, even if she's out in the room going, these motherfuckers are still up in my fucking house. And I get it, 11:30, you're trying to go to bed hearing bloody murder is awful.
Let me just tell my neighbors because I got the most awesome neighbors, Mr. Michael and Miss Patty, to the right of me. And if they hear screaming coming from my house and they know I'm out of town, they will come over there guns a-blazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Virginia's house is so awesome and relaxing when she's not there.
Peaceful place when she's gone.
I'm just
Enjoy it.
I'm being a dick.
Just don't break my TV.
I will. I'm not going to put shit on.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
That might be fun, though. All right, we'll talk.
Don't bring no girls in my bed either.
No.
Well, talking murder, they're getting some more details out about the woman that was found in 3 separate suitcases floating in the Intercoastal in Delray
Horrifying.
late last week.
They can't give us some more information about that quick enough.
You know what's crazy is the technology they have. I'll have Suits put this up if you're watching KVJ TV, but did you see the artist rendering that they came up with? I mean, a very detailed photo. It looks like an actual photograph.
She must have not been in that suitcase in the water long.
I don't know.
I don't think she was.
I don't know. They
Because they have her outfit and everything.
yeah, they do. They said as far as like putting together the details, they don't really know when or where she was murdered. But they do believe the suitcases were dropped into the water sometime between July 17th and July 20th. And I think they thought it was between last Monday or Thursday.
Okay.
So that's all the details that they have right now. And so they're just really trying to put together the details. But if you look at that photo on KVJ TV, I was like, my goodness. I was like, do they have a photo? I thought they had gotten to that point. So I would imagine that they're going to have a name very soon. And hopefully they'll be able to sort out what this is.
Well, especially, too, if someone was missing and if someone's looking for a missing person, you'd be able to connect the dots somewhat, If she was missing and she had family looking for her, they're going to have that on record, what she was wearing,
Sure.
what kind of tattoo she has. The fact that no one's come forward yet makes me start to put a profile together.
I know you do.
What is, because that's what it is. They're interviewing people that live in that area by the Intercoastal and Delray. And, hey, when you got a story like this, it's unnerving because you're like, okay, what is it? My first thought, I jumped to the conclusion of there's some kind of drug situation going on. One, situation. Two, it is a domestic situation.
Or a lot of stuff happens too when you're talking about prostitution or stuff like that. When any kind of sex work stuff starts to happen,
kind of like what you're seeing in the Gilgo Beach murders.
And the reason why I start to lean towards that is because there is nobody coming forward with a missing person with that description, with the tattoo, with what she was wearing. And a lot of times what happens with if there's someone that's a sex worker on the street, it takes a while for somebody to even realize they're missing.
Okay.
If Virginia goes missing, if Cannon goes missing, you've got people right away.
In 10 minutes.
Reporting that because
I'm double booked.
But if you got somebody that's,
We're almost a week out on this, and you're right. No, we don't have a connection yet. And
yes, if someone was missing, that someone was.
Gosh, you know murder so well.
I don't
too well.
It was just the way I was raised. It just I was raised for this. I was bred for it.
I was born. What are you doing here?
I was made for this.
Then again, that's just a crazy guy's theory. I could be very wrong by this. It's just my theory.
Yeah,
and that's what a profile is.
It sounds like a well thought out profile.
It's a profile. I could be incorrect, though.
Yeah, no, the more you made your case.
You talked Kevin into it.
You did. The more I bought into it, I was like, okay, yeah.
Thank you, detective.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you for all that. A little bit of an update here from KVJ Nation, who said, I was listening, you guys were talking about the person that had their face chewed on by the bath salt person in downtown Miami. You'd mentioned that they passed away. It's actually not true. This person was actually admitted to the property where I worked, and they're in a long-term living facility. It's kind of a nursing home situation. Obviously, they're not well, and they cannot see because of the injuries. But that's, my gosh, the horror of that. So, yeah, so to a quick correction on that. So I did not realize that.
Damn, Kevin gonna make me cry again.
Oh, it's just, I'm shocking the shit out. I'm getting shocked to death over here. All kinds of crazy stories.
Damn.
Good Lord.
There's been a lot of murder talk, a lot of shocking stories.
It's been all over the freaking news, man.
Well, it's gone mainstream. All of the murder stuff has gone. Everyone, there's so much murder podcast and murder specials. There's an endless amount of content. It's crazy. It's normalizing murder is what it's doing, Kevin. It's kind of almost like soccer moms on mushrooms.
You think it does it, and does it encourage people who the copycat and I'm going to one up somebody else?
In my opinion, yes. When you start to read some of the manifestos of these loons, especially in modern day, I'm talking the last 10 to 15 years, they want notoriety. A big... Again, not every one of them wants that, but if you start reading, they go, I wanted to do this to get my kill count higher. I wanted to beat Bundy. I wanted to beat... That's a thing that's going on more now than it's ever in history, in my opinion.
Because of the notoriety and the datelines and the crime specials and the Jeffrey Dahmer story on Netflix.
You got a couple lost souls that they've got nothing going on in their life.
Nothing to lose.
I just saw one. They're two brothers. They wanted to have a big kill count, and they killed their family. All of their family. They got caught because they were young, but their goal was to kill at least 50 people because they wanted the notoriety.
Wow.
That's a thing.
That's twisted.
And I think it's only going to get worse with the notoriety thing.
Well, I mean, that's why to me I'm a big fan when we don't post their pictures and say their names,
Good luck with that fight.
Yeah, it's not completely caught on. I mean, look at the fascination of the Go-Go Beach dude. They like the profile of he's ogre-like. He's
love
this,
it.
he's that. He lives in this kind of house. He had a vault. People love the details of it, man. People can't get enough of it.
You brought up the face eating, and you brought up the mushrooms, Jay Bird. Has anybody got an update on that Austin Haroof, the Tequesta face eater?
I'll send you a link.
Because he was taken to a mental facility to get treatment for his mental state. But I had heard off the record that it was about the mushrooms. He was eating a bunch of mushrooms. It caused him to go psycho. And they were thinking that once they got him in a facility and he was away from mushrooms and psychedelic drugs for a few months, he would probably go back to normal and that he might have gotten away with murder.
The only issue with that is I believe in the report there is no kind of toxins in his body other than I think, was it the weed or something? Or
mushrooms, do they show up?
Mushrooms absolutely show up. The fact that they would say there's nothing in his system would mean there's a cover-up. And why would there be a cover-up? Why would they not release the fact that he's got mushrooms in his system?
I'm telling you, the person that told me this was someone who investigated the crime from the inside.
It doesn't make any sense to why
that he had mushrooms in his system, and that's where all that craziness came from.
That should be in the report. That should be. Yeah. You should be able to look that up. That you can't redact that.
I don't know.
Okay. Well,
I would just like an update. Is he still in that mental health facility? And is he still crazy? Or was it that he was just intoxicated?
I don't know, dog. I'd like to talk to the person you're talking to because they may be wrong on that one. I find it hard to believe that wouldn't be listed.
I agree with you, but they told me this. This happened. This information came to me, and I don't know if it's real. But I would really like an update.
I don't know. We'll see if we get it, Virginia.
I'll send you a link. There is updates. I'll give you. They're lengthy.
Does it have to be public record if they release him?
They're not going to.
Can't imagine it being released.
Yes, and that would be just kind of like the Manson thing.
That would be talked about.
He's not going to get out of jail or whatever he's in without people knowing about.
He's not in jail. He's in a mental health facility.
Well, whatever he's in.
Yeah, they're not going to just open the door and be like, "Yeah, you've been here long enough."
That ain't gonna fly.
No,
I hope not.
The media would cover. That'd be on.
The media should cover it.
Yeah, they would if that happened.
I would want to cover it.
I just think right now there's no updates, or you'd hear about it.
All right.
It's a story people want to know.
I kind of feel bad. It's her birthday, and I know she's wrong, but I have to kind of agree with her. You're right.
Okay.
She was on mushrooms.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you that I know. I'm just telling you I was told this by an investigator.
Okay.
That's all I'm telling you. And it could be wrong. They could be lying to me for whatever reason, but I don't know what the motive would have been.
It'd be cool. You do the dirt of the day. People want to be near you.
Yeah, right, because it is her birthday. I think I'm going to throw away all these Virginia's wrong emails. I'll just hold them off for tomorrow. We can do it tomorrow. There's a stack here.
Well, I mean,
she get through this one.
She's cried twice.
Yeah, you're right.
That you saw.
Not a good day for Virginia's wrong.
I'm over here fucking arguing with her in court. You're right. He was on mushrooms.
Yeah. Another quick update maybe would have slid by. Tyreek Hill had that little incident on June 18th with an employee of a charter boat company where it sounded like he had slapped the guy in the head or in the neck or something like that after they got into an argument. They were there. Of course, they asked Tyreek Hill about it yesterday because the Dolphins showed up for the first day of practice and they got to face off against the media. And all he said was, "I just can't make bonehead mistakes like that." And apparently the incident has been settled and all parties have, quote, resolved their differences. My big question, and we don't have the answer to it, how much did that cost Tyreek Hill to resolve his difference with the charter boat employee when he slapped him in the neck? And unprovoked or not, you just can't physically cross that barrier. When you do, and you have the amount of money that Tyreek does, that will cost you something.
Did you try to pay him off with some bullshit amount too?
I think there was something involved with that.
They offered him like
$100 or
$500.
Yeah.
It's something silly.
I did not see the number. I would just be curious to find out how much did that.
It probably had a few more zeros.
Yeah.
You wonder if you're out in public and a big time celebrity does fuck you up, like punches you or something. What is the most you could get out of that moment?
I think he only slapped him in the head, which I don't know if I want to take a punch from a Miami Dolphin, but I will totally take a slap in the head for like $5,000. I'm good.
There's a lot of factors, I think, to go into the answer to that question, but that's why I want to know. Because for what Tyreek did, at what standard are we for how much it's going to take for that mistake to
You'll
go away?
never know because there's a confidentiality agreement attached to the check.
Yeah.
But I'd imagine there'd be a situation where a celebrity could do something to you, and we're talking 7 figures, right?
Oh, absolutely. Well, I mean, unfortunately, you've got another terrible story of Henry Ruggs, the Raiders receiver that was flying down the road and plowed into the back of that girl.
Oh.
And she died.
Oh.
And what happened with him?
He is in jail right now. And so they're going through all of those kind of things. So, yeah, there is definitely a scale.
Yeah.
Do you know how much you can get depending upon what's going on? Her family from Henry Ruggs, and, he had made some money already in the NFL. He will not make any more.
And they'll win that, too.
They're going to get some money. Nothing but negligence on his side. Yeah.
Dang.
With the Tyreek thing, the NFL is still going to investigate the incident, so a suspension or another fine could still be coming from the NFL. So he may not be done paying on that.
I think if he makes the victim happy, the NFL needs to just leave him alone.
And no, NFL always has their own standards.
Damn it.
They love to come in.
Please don't take him out of a game. We need him.
Well, yeah, hopefully it's financial.
Yes. Fine him and let him pay that way.
That only hurts him.
Do not take him out of a game, please.
No, please do not. That's what we're all hoping. I thought this was kind of funny. Amy from Sebastian. Apparently, there is an unofficial version of Buc-ee's that is now opening up in Mexico. Not nearly as impressive as ours, but tell me they're not ripping off the American version of Buc-ee's. It's BUK-IIS Supermercado. Not nearly as big as the Buc-ee's, but look, they got the freaking Buc-ee's mascot. Now, how does that fly? Is it just because it's Mexico you get away with that bullshit?
Maybe they can't go down there and enforce it. They don't know about it.
What the hell is that?
It's even got the colors.
It's got the colors. It's got the same damn groundhog that they got.
It's a beaver.
Or beaver, whatever. That's right. Yeah.
They stole my beaver.
That's funny.
They got the beaver. I mean, you can't even try to. I mean, that's McDowell's versus McDonald's.
Gosh, that place looks so shady, doesn't it?
It looks so shady.
That place is like a shithole.
There's definitely a body by there.
Definitely.
Yeah, there's 5 underneath that concrete floor they just poured in there.
That's why they did it.
Yeah.
Buc-ee's is hiding the bodies.
Yeah. I was like, I see you. And another thing, too, tell me, is this an ICU type story or is it just worked out perfectly for a new song called Jealousy? Offset, the rapper, accused his wife, Cardi B, of cheating last month. It was very public on social media.
I saw this.
He put her on blast. Cardi B denied that she had cheated on her husband, Offset. And it's kind of odd because, they're in a McDonald's commercial together, looking all lovey-dovey, and it's all about how great their relationship is.
It's a McLie.
And then that happens. But now, tomorrow, they're going to have a new song called Jealousy. Together they put it out. Is this an ICU story, or did they legitimately have a cheating scandal happen that was refuted, and then they patched it up and quickly said, let's write a song about this experience, and they're dropping it? Is it just a coincidence, or was this calculated all along to write a song and have a staged fake fight in public in order to come out with this?
I think they got us.
Is this an ICU? Do you see them?
I think they got us.
Or are you buying it?
I don't think they got us good because we all see
it. They didn't get you if right away you're like, I see you, bitch.
I see you.
You're saying this is an ICU. This isn't just that it didn't happen. They just said, you know what? Let's take advantage of the fight. Well, might as well. I mean, we had this thing. It was public and it was embarrassing.
Some people will believe that they really had infidelity. I don't think I'm going to be one of those people.
Well, you could even have the accusation with even out the infidelity. It could have been a massive fight they had, and then when they patched it up, they said, you know what? We always write songs about our experiences.
True.
I'm not buying this shit.
You're not buying that. That's what happened.
No.
He ain't buying nothing.
No, they're too seasoned in the game. They got McDonald's involved. You said McDonald's? They're in a McDonald's commercial?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
they are. They have a couple things. That had to make them pay them a lot of money.
Oh, so many zeros.
Yeah, no doubt.
Could you imagine what McDonald's pays a celebrity endorser?
I can tell what they're paying. I can tell what they pay in radio. Not nearly as much.
You're not a celebrity.
I'm no longer endorsing them. I got fired.
We got fired.
I got fired.
My bad behavior got you fired.
I was fired a couple times, actually. Funny enough, I was.
Okay, one on me, one on you.
One on me, one on me, one on us.
That actually makes me feel better.
And the regular show today heard a concept that I just couldn't even believe: a no-quit restaurant. And McDonald's kind of basically confirmed it as well, saying, yeah, I mean, you got to give the proper notice if you're going to quit. I'm like, good luck.
What are you going to do to somebody that says, screw you, and they just walk out? Like,
yeah. One text that we got in today that I didn't get to because we'd already moved on to the UFO stuff, but it said, my daughter worked at Little Caesars in Royal Palm Beach, and they are a no-quit restaurant. She went to turn in her notice, and the manager told her no, she couldn't quit. Her father actually had to go into the Little Caesars and tell the manager, sorry, she's quitting.
Well, what was the guy doing? Blocking the door? Just walk out. What the fuck can they do?
There's no such thing as a no-quit restaurant.
That's what I'm like, who would even have the balls to try to pull that big?
That's
you
some
can't
corporate
quit.
moron. Whoever came up with
What?
that is...
But, I mean, this is across two different franchises.
It is.
McDonald's confirmed it. That's Little Caesars. I mean, unrelated.
Evil knows no brand. You can't do this to people.
Well, how the shit can you enforce that?
You can't.
What if I'm a teenager
No.
like, well, fuck you, I'm leaving?
Yes.
No, we've got this rule in place. It's a
No.
no-quit policy.
I mean,
It's laughable.
Florida's a right-to-work state, so you can fire me without any kind of notice or anything. Just be like, sorry, dog, you're out. I can't just quit on the same. No.
You can absolutely quit at any moment, at any time.
Of course you can.
And they still have to give you your check and all the money they owe you. There's labor laws. Like, what do they think that they can get away with here?
The person that emailed the show today that kind of brought the whole thing up, they said the manager goes, well, you're going to get in trouble if you leave.
In
You can't-
trouble
by who for
how?
what? You can't get in trouble.
Please
trouble?
tell me what
do you mean?
this punishment is.
Who's getting me in trouble? Like, in trouble by whom?
That's a manager just holding on because they didn't want to make the sandwiches today.
That little pizza guy's going to come to your house and stab you with that spear?
I would love to get arrested by that mascot.
Arrest you.
That'd be amazing.
I mean, just absolutely under the balls,
The
right?
balls.
The balls.
But they probably do that to young kids because kids don't know. And then they probably get away with it and keep people to stay there. I don't even know what the end game is. Because
Right.
now you've got a disgruntled employee that doesn't want to be there. Like, what are you doing?
It sounds like a Jedi mind trick just to trick people into finishing
It
the
sounds
shift.
like a desperate move to try to retain employees because they can't get anybody to come work for them.
That's
anymore.
it.
They don't want to be
Yeah.
in the weeds if,
That's how desperate they are.
They're desperate, but they're dumb.
all three of us are working and Virginia bounces out. Now we're fucked. So you,
You
can't
can't
leave.
leave us,
There's
Virginia.
a rule.
We have a no-quit radio station.
Your name is on the sign. We have you on a billboard. You're on the side of the vehicle. You can't leave. No, I don't accept your resignation.
They're crazy, and they're going to look so stupid if this catches fire and really gets out there that McDonald's and Little Caesars have a no-quit restaurant policy. People are going to mock them. Y'all better
Yeah,
back away from
it's a
this.
preposterous proposition.
Pretty funny, though.
It is funny, but it's
Well, the
preposterous.
Chick-fil-A girl that we had on today was laughing at them, going, no.
No.
You can't do that.
No, that ain't gonna fly.
What dumb suit came
Yeah.
up with that?
It's pretty amusing, man. We love it. If you ever run across something dumb like that, always throw it our way. Mail at kvjshow.com. Enjoy your Thursday. We'll see y'all back here for the Friday KVJ show tomorrow. Goodbye.